Hello everybody, welcome to a new episode of the Eachine EX5 Teardown, where we're going to fully disassemble the GPS drone. One, to know how it's built. If you know how it's built, it's easier to know how it needs to be fixed if you break it. Second, we're gonna check for spare parts that we may perhaps can upgrade and improve on, so we get more range and Wi-Fi FPV of course. And if you crashed the drone and you broke any of the parts like an arm or the camera or the canopy or perhaps one of the internal components, you'll be finding all the links down below to all the spare parts that they sell separate, so you don't have to buy a completely new drone. Let's start with the disassembly and let's go. And I already crashed this drone 3 times, and the only thing I got are a few scratches on the prop. That's all. If you can see, I got still all the spare props in this bag. And a screwdriver that we're gonna use to disassemble the drone. It fits in all the screws, or it should fit in all the screws. Let's check. And you got the drone. We got 4 screws in the bottom and 6 at the top. We're going to have to disassemble to remove the canopy and split it up in all loose parts. And then later on we continue with the motors. I'm gonna see how good it's built. Well, now let's hope that all the 10 screws will fall out without losing any of them. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm missing 2 screws, but I can't see which. I'm just gonna have to be poking around. Got one. I got another one. Yes, we got all 10 of them. I got a magnet strip that will keep all the 10 screws together. Pretty tiny but long. Don't want to lose them. And this will give strength to the entire body of the drone. Now we should be able to separate it. Or maybe you also have to remove the motor arms. Perhaps, because that locks the canopy in as well. So I'm gonna have to remove those 8 screws. Check if we can split open the canopy. That's not going to work. That's not coming out. They already threaded that plastic gear. That one is coming out. Man. Shouldn't be plastic around them. You can see maybe they're completely white. One camera focus. There's so much white, all plastic. I hope we can use them a second time, but I don't think so. Just fingers crossed. I'm pulling it up while we're unscrewing it. Finally it came out. Whew. There's also a lot of plastic around it. Damn. That's poor quality. And it's pretty important because they keep your arms together. It's coming loose. It's right at the back. Just be gentle. Take your time. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. And there are a few wires, of course, yes. That run to the canopy. And there's a big sticker behind it that's protecting the GPS. So running to a connector over here and a connector in the back. We're just going to unplug. And the second step is unplugging the red plug that's going to your GPS module. That's right underneath here. Then we got a plastic over it to protect it from any noise that is coming from your flight ESCs and your receiver, your flight board, your motherboard. And then we got turn on and off module from the bottom. That's it. Then we got the old tire flight controller and body almost separate. A few more screws to go to disconnect the arms. And let's start with the wires. We got 2 sets of wires coming from each motor. Interesting. Normally it's just 1 plug. Okay, and this was the lights. Can remove it, I hope. This wire is running exactly through it. I can't remove it until I remove this connector that is from the... It's running downstairs. 3 black wires, all look like ground. And yes, that's loose. Now we can remove the lights. Yes. Okay. And then this is probably the camera. Because what do we have downstairs? We got the sensor and the camera. Oh, I got the hic. So let's remove what I think is the camera. It's very tight, and that's nice. Better to have them tight than loose. But their opinion is to get them out of there. Okay, we got them all removed. I can also see we got the antenna for the Wi-Fi module right over here. Yeah, I can see we can make some improvements on the side. Maybe I just see later on. I start to disassemble the drone completely. Now we're going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4 screws to remove the flight board. That's the brain of the drone. We do have an antenna from the Wi-Fi module that we have to click out. That comes with the module, with the flight board. It's all-in-one flight controller with the ESCs, receiver, and oh, this is the receiver antenna, not the Wi-Fi module antenna. Because I think the Wi-Fi module is in the bottom of the drone, all the way at the bottom. You're going to have to be careful because the pins for the battery are connected to the flight controller. Yeah, we should try to remove this. Yes, we can. Right. I'm gonna remove that bracket. Now we got the bracket removed. We should be able to. There it comes. Just be gentle, take your time. This is your flight controller, your motherboard. Running on 7.4 volts. We got different pads, solder pads, that we can find the receiver and other extras. If we do have a problem on this side, we can still find it on that side. If I fix something, TX, yeah, TX, GX, CL, TX. We can also add our own receiver to it and perhaps fly with a true, real hobby grade radio. That would be very nice. Fingers crossed, maybe something for later on. Build quality, not bad. Most of the connectors are all straight. I don't see a lot of things that are soldered bad, but for that I need a magnifying glass. But at first glance, it's not really so bad. For the price of the drone, they made a nice flight controller / circuit board. I'm just going to have to improve on this antenna. But that's for later on. This is just the full disassembly of the drone, the full teardown. Just don't miss all the screws. I already thought I lost one, but it's right over here. I got all 4 of them, yes. I do think it's nice that they put some wraps on the wires to keep them together. Yeah, just a nice touch, nice extra. And now we're going to see how we can remove this arm. We can split the inside skeleton from the underside canopy. Just looking for more screws, but I can't see any. So it's just gonna be trying to pull. Yes, I found a screw right in the underbelly of the beast. I can't get there from on top. It needs to be on an angle. Weird. Okay, but I have it. I got it. Let me check if there are any more. Yes. Yes. 2 more screws. Are there really screws in there? Nope. There should be 2 extra screws over here, but they are not there. They are gone. Aha. Now we'll just pull the complete module out of it. Or maybe we got a few screws hidden under this sticker. Yes, we do. Aha. Always 2 hidden screws. Yeah, they always want you to break it. But We know better than that. Yes, comes out. And here we got the two connectors. And the black is from the camera, yes. And this is running then to the FPV module. And that will send signals to the flight controller. But yes, here I'm missing two screws. There are no screws in there, so I should be able to open it up. And able to get to the, oh, there are motors inside there and two more screws. Okay. Didn't thought of that. Let's see how those motors look like from the camera. I'm very curious to see. Okay. Now let's slowly pull it up. Remember the wires are running through it. Okay. Now we got the camera and the FPV module with the antenna. And then also the sensor is connected to the FPV module. So there's an extra board circuit on the board. You can see it's green and the FPV module is blue. It got an extra function added to it. Very interesting. Soldering looks good. No crazy things, nothing obvious. All nicely lined up, nothing crooked, nothing weird. And got the camera. And on one side we got that servo that's sitting inside the camera. So there's a mini servo behind it that just turn the camera angle. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go into that. Goes like this. Okay. Well, one thing that we can do to improve the Wi-Fi signal is put a better antenna on it. But you can also let this antenna stick out. Test the range. Then put another antenna on it and test which antenna is better, because I don't know this antenna. Never seen an antenna like this before. This is the very first time. So I don't know how strong it is. I have no clue. But I have plenty of antennas that I can try out and use. And this is another bracket. I'm missing screws. So overall I'm missing about, oh no, these are the same place, so only two screws missing. Just quality check. Looking at the wires and the soldering, it's very good. Really good. There's nothing weird about it. Personally, I don't like connectors, but they were nice and tight. They were not easy to move and to remove, so I got my thumbs up. Still get the basic frame. It's flexible, but with all the parts screwed together, it's a lot stiffer and stronger. So, and it feels really nice and thick plastic. I don't know, it's that soft rubbery feel on the outside. It feels luxurious. It looks feels more expensive than the Mavic Mini that is copying it, because it is a Mavic Mini clone. It looks just like it, and with the stickers it's just almost the same, except for the camera quality. And that's the shame, but it got all cool functions like follow me mode and waypoints. Now we still have to figure out how to remove the arms and the motor so we can replace one if we break one. But we already crashed it 3 times and didn't break anything, not even a prop, just a few scratches. That's all. And one really good tip to remove this arm, because I'm being at it for a while, it was not really obvious how to remove it, looking at it, I was like, it's really. I thought I could separate it because I was already undone the screw, but I can't separate it. It's one piece. And it was like, well, I got those pins. Maybe we can push them out. But trying all the time from the top didn't work. But there's also a clicking mechanism inside. So now if you fold up the arm and try to push, you have a better chance of pushing the entire system out. When the pin is removed, and you remove your screwdriver, you can take the arm out, the complete arm out of the body. And that's how you disassemble and remove all 4 arms. It works all the same for all 4 of them. Fold them in and then push out that metal pin. But we're going to disassemble one arm and check how the motor looks from the inside, from the underside. There's only 4 screws. And now I also know why there are 2 wires coming from the motor. One is for the lights, the other one is for the power for the motor, of course. Brushless motor. That's quite thin wires for a brushless motor. That's a little bit thicker, but not much. The markings just came off. It's on my finger. Oh no, it was this one. Okay. 2 more to go. Now let's disassemble it. Okay. What we have inside, that's the ESC. Together with all light that will shine. So that's where we got 5 wires coming off the ESC. And those are then connected with some thicker wires that are running to the motor. So you can also remove just the motor if need to. It's held by 3 more screws. Motor's coming out with the ESC. No, the ESC doesn't fit through that hole. Damn it. Oh, it does, but barely. It's super snug. It's stuck. But if you wiggle it around, it should work. It should work. Oh, the nice thing about those screws is that they have Loctite on them. That's a nice touch of quality for the engine motors to be held down with screws with Loctite. That's very nice, very nice. And I like these motors because these motors spin super smooth. Literally, they're super smooth. They are real smooth. I can't tell anything else than they are super good. And they come with a little pedestal. Where is the I hope you liked the episode and give it a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, then go ahead and please subscribe. I would appreciate it very much. Thank you. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. This is How to DC signing out. Ciao.